Alrighty folks, this is a part of the video I wasn't excited about making, but I think it needs to be made just because, you know, some of you might want to know, maybe 1% of you that are my viewers may want to know, and then the rest of you may not really care a whole lot. Hi there folks, welcome to another episode of Michael in the Backyard. It's puppy time. We're going to take a break from working out here in the shop. You'll see this probably on Monday's video, but this is going to be Sunday's video with the puppies. We're working on a weld table out here, but it's time to take a break. Let's go outside and see if we can go into the house where the puppies are living right at the moment, and we'll check in on them. We'll get some weights and see how they're doing. Most of them are just getting their eyes open, which is really cool. I gotta find my other two mutts out here. Where'd they go? Lucy! Faye, come on! Hi! Let's go! Where'd they go? They were just out here. There's Lucy. Hey, Lucy. How you doing, Luce? Where's Faye? Come on, Faye. I just ran out here to get the camera. Faye is the mama of the puppies. Lucy would be Mercury's sister, right, Lucy? Yeah. Yep, good puppies. Let's go find Faye. Did she find some stuff she shouldn't be eating to get into here? Let's go look for her. There she is. Come on, Faye. Let's go. There she is. Come on. Let's go. Let's get inside. I can't leave you out here. This is Faye. This is the mama of the puppies. She never had her tail docked when she was a pup, and she's got a curly tail. I call it a little pigtail the way it curls around in a circle. What do you think, girl? Let's go. We'll see you inside. Alrighty folks, we're up here in the doggy kennel central, which is also known as our bedroom. We got Faye licking herself, or nope, she's just chewing on something on her leg. But we're getting ready to get the weights for you. We got the cards here ready to fill it out. This will be day 14, which means they're 13 days old from the day they were born. Tomorrow will officially, on Monday, will officially be 2 weeks old that they'll be. And right now, are all their eyes open, boss?
No.
Nope, not all the eyes are open yet. It's usually 10 to 14 days, and tomorrow will be 14 days, but you know, might have some slow bloomers there. That's okay. You know, Faye here is relaxing. She's got them all fed for a little bit, so we thought we'd come in here and get a weight on them, see how they're doing. And when she's in there, the puppies refer to her as Buffet. Get it? Buffet. Her name's Faye. Buffet. Yeah, that was a good one. I don't care. If you ain't laughing, check your pulse. All right, let's get busy throwing them on the scale here. I'm going to spin you guys back around, and we'll get a weight on them. How come I can't see it very well from that angle? I can't. Okay, this is Jake. This is Purple Collar. First one in the chute. They're getting harder to weigh because they're a lot more crawly now. They're filling up the pans, what they're doing. Lock in. What do we got? 1.7. Let's call it 1.78. Yep, 1.78.
His eyes are just starting to open.
Yeah, his eyes are just starting to open up a little bit, aren't they? Oh yeah, I can see some eyes, see some glossy in there. Oh, just getting ready to see the world. He's so cute.
Nose.
Oh, black, shiny nose. Big old feet. He's gonna be a big pup. You know, he started off at 0.815, and now he's 1.78. He's almost gained a full pound since birth. He ain't far from it. He ain't far from it at all. Tomorrow he will have gained a whole pound from birth. He'll be almost, yeah, getting closing in on 2 pounds. What color we got here, boss?
Brown.
Brown collar?
He's got his eyes open.
He's got his eyes open. This is, brown collar is, it's a boy, right?
Uh-huh.
So this would be whiskey.
1.51.
1.51.
See, he's got his eyes open.
Yeah, his eyes are open. Oh yeah, no squinting there. He's feisty. He's like, what you doing, mama? So yeah, he's doing fantastic. He didn't gain a whole lot. He was 1.48 to 1.51, but the day before he was 1.37. So There again, 0.74 when he's born, 1.51 now. Who we got here? Yellow?
Yep.
Got old yellow collar. He was 1.43 yesterday. And what's he got today? His eyes aren't quite open yet either. Was 1.43. It's getting harder when they want to crawl around now. Look at that guy. One 1.50.
1.51.
1.51.
See, his eyes are.
Yellow 1.51. Yep, his eyes aren't. They're starting. I see a little glossy in there, not much. Oh, big yawn. Look at that mouth. Oh yeah. So now that guy started out at 0.5, so he's actually 0.58. Now he's 1.51. He's almost put on a pound since birth. Oh, that guy's got his eyes wide open, don't they? Who's that?
No, not quite.
Not
Raven.
quite? Huh?
This is Raven Pink.
Pink. We don't have a pink.
We do too.
Oh, pink at the top. Oh, yeah. This one was basically in second place for weight. That's a female, pink one. Her name's Raven. Well, they're going to be just running off that plate before you know it. Almost going to have to put them in a bowl. Come on, just settle down, little guy. Girl.
Okay, just a minute.
Get her to settle down a little bit here. Highly active.
$1.61.
1.61 for pink. Wow. Okay, they're all gaining a little bit. Not crazy gains, but this one started out at 0.75 at birth. Is 1.61 now. Got them eyes just about open. Starting to see a little bit there. Oh, they're getting more active every day. It's cool. So cool. Who we got next, boss?
I just about stepped on you.
Don't step on any of them.
This is orange.
This is orange. Orange started out at 0.63. It's like the second to the smallest when it was born. But orange collar. That colors on that one are just beautiful. That browns.
1.45.
1.45. Not a lot of gain there. From 1.43 to 1.45.
Really, our eyes are just one side.
One side. Another week will bring about a whole lot of difference. These guys will be walking around and seeing, and it's nuts. So yeah, there again, we're not looking for huge gains day over day. We're just looking at, over the past 3 or 4 days. As long as we're seeing gains and nobody declining so far, everybody's doing really good that way. What do we got? Green collar?
Light tan.
Huh?
Light tan.
Oh, you changed it? Oh, for green, light tan. Yeah, we lost their light tan collar, didn't you?
I found it.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
So it switched to a green collar. Light brown is now green. Was 1.46. Come on, little fellers.
Come on.
It's like, hi.
Come here.
I'm ready to hunt. I'm ready to go hunt for stuff.
Mom's feeding.
Oh, Mom's down there feeding right now? Okay. They just ate like 20 minutes ago. Settling at 1.5. Looks like it wants to go to 1.51.
Come here. You don't get played with very much.
We got to play with all of them. Beautiful puppy. Shiny black hair.
Put one.
151?
I think so.
1.51. That's a pretty decent
Down the
gain.
middle.
Huh?
He's got a
little spot on the chin there, a little white.
his
Yep.
eyes
Eyes are just starting to open up a little bit. Yeah. Got the little white spot on their chest, huh?
1.53.
1.53 is where it settled?
Yep.
Okay, we'll change it. Good thing I'm writing this in ink. Who's next? We got 4 left. No, 3 left to do. Need an aqua or black? Which one?
This is Jill.
This is Jill. This is a red collar?
Yep.
A little female named Jill.
She just got peed on.
She is officially the smallest pup in the group.
1.21.
1.21. Nice gain. She was 1.1. Eyes are opening up. Oh yeah. She's gonna get them eyes open first and foremost. She said, I need some more milk. I'm gonna get there. So all of them are doing really good and healthy. So she's going to a home. We're pretty sure she's gonna go to a home that they already have a dog named Jack. So this is gonna be Jill, so it'll be Jack and Jill. Which one's this guy?
This is Black.
Black. Oh, this is Black.
And it is a female.
Black's a female. Yep. She's big. She's a pretty good sized one too. She's beautiful. Beautiful.
She's mad. She was.
Oh, she was eating. She's like, oh man, I got taken away from the buffet a little too soon. We'll get you back on it. It's like, I'm looking for more. She tries to settle them down a little bit and then see if they'll quit squirming long enough so we can get a weight on them.
Come on. 1.62.
1.62. That looks good. 1.57 to 1.62. Last but not least, Aqua. This will be a female. Black one. Another black one.
Good.
Huh?
He was latched on.
He was latched on good. It's like, oh, he's not going to be.
Do a close-up of that one.
Oh. A little calmer
1.1.
for a minute. 1 point what?
1.1.
1.1. No gain from yesterday. Better put her back on.
Her eyes are just.
Oh yeah, they're getting there. Yeah, she was 1.1. 1 point. Let's go back to day 10, 1.0. And day 11, 1.1. Day 12, 1.2. Day 13, 1.1. Day 14, 1.1. So put her back on. Put her back in the buffet line. All right.
Okay.
Alrighty, folks. This is the part of the video I wasn't excited about making, but I think it needs to be made just because, you know, some of you might want to know. Maybe 1% of you that are my viewers may want to know, and then the rest of you may not really care a whole lot. We're going to end this segment here, though, with some more just puppies in the pen doing the puppy things for the last 4 to 5 minutes of the video with some music underscoring it. But we had yesterday something terrible happen. Okay, I've got my paperwork in front of me here so I don't mess things up. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of GDV, gastric dilatation. Gastric dilatation volvulus. It's that word right there. I'm having trouble spelling or saying that one. But it's a true emergency, but the good news is that many dogs survive with fast treatment. And that's where the story starts. Survival rates, with prompt surgery, no major complications, about 80 to 90% of dogs can survive this. If treatment is delayed or the dog is already in shock, survival can drop to 50 to 70%. If there are serious complications, heart rhythm problems, part of the stomach dies, sepsis, risk goes up and survival can drop to 60% or lower. So this is a very serious condition. It says, what makes the biggest difference? How fast surgery happens. Time is everything. Whether the stomach or spleen has been damaged, that's a huge one. Whether dangerous heart arrhythmias develop after surgeries. After surgery is a big deal for these things as well. Quality of intensive care for the first 24 to 72 hours is critical. After surgery, most dogs make it through surgery still need 1 to 3 days of intensive monitoring, IV fluids, pain control, and heart monitoring. It's a big deal. This is the first time in our lives that we've ever experienced this. We've had pets our whole lives. And first time I've ever had this happen or been near where this has happened. It's like careful feeding and rest. The first 24, 48 hours is very critical. So I was kind of looked up and seeing what the survival rates are. Symptoms of a twisted gut, GVD / bloat they call it. Distended hard belly, unproductive retching, which means vomiting and nothing's coming up. Restlessness, pacing, can't get comfortable. Drooling, excessive saliva, anxiety of obvious pain, rapid or labored breathing, and weakness or collapse, pale gums, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, signs of shock, collapse. How much time do you have? This is the critical part here, and this is why I'm giving you this information, and then I'll explain to you what we went through. GDV can become fatal in a few hours without treatment. A few hours. Within 1 to 2 hours, blood flow can be seriously compromised. Within 2 to 6 hours, parts of the stomach can start to die. And what happens is they call it the gut can flip, the stomach can flip over, get entangled, and it cuts off blood supply. And the spleen can be affected as well. And it says here the spleen can be affected, and shock, heart rhythm problems can set in. The sooner the surgery happens, the better the survival odds. Waiting to see if it passes is very dangerous. And believe you me, we did not wait to see if it passes. What did I have here? I'm missing a page. So it says, get to the vet immediately. Don't wait, don't monitor, don't try home remedies. The dogs at risk are large, deep-chested breeds, Great Danes, Shepherds, Dobermans, Reiners, you can't pronounce, older dogs that eat fast, one big meal a day, or exercise right after eating. This can all happen then. I had another sheet. Where'd it go? It was talking about the survival rates. Well, after you pass a couple hours, the survival rates start to diminish greatly. And I only bring this up because this is what happened to us. We had went grocery shopping, come home, and this was around, we got back about 6 p.m. This was Friday night, and got home back at 6 p.m., had some sliced ham. I cut me up some ham to make a ham sandwich for supper, and I had little chunks left over. I gave each of the dogs a little treat, and Riley did not accept any ham. She just kind of put her nose to it. She was up and around, and we didn't really notice anything weird until she didn't take the ham. And it's like, that's unusual. But she can be kind of a finicky eater anyway. So we kind of didn't think anything about it. But then we noticed later on, about an hour and a half later, she's walking around the living room, really won't lay down with the rest of the dogs. And then she tried to climb up into my wife's lap and lay down and stuff. But we didn't really notice her belly being hard, inflammation, or anything like that. So here this is around 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, right? And we really thought, we let her outside, thought maybe she had a little, there again, some digestive issues, and maybe she ate something that didn't agree with her, and when she needed to expel it. But then around 9:30, 10 o'clock or so at night, she vomited a little bit, and it was just clear foamy liquid. So we thought she's trying to yak up whatever she ate. And turns out it was about, I woke up one time in the middle of the night, and my wife's sitting there with her on the floor, and I petted her on the head, and I went back to bed. We didn't think anything was very serious because she didn't have that distended belly, the hard belly, until we noticed something was really, excuse me, I've been fighting a cold all weekend, and didn't really notice anything until we got up at 3 a.m, and my wife goes, she's gone. I said, what? She's dead? And she goes, no, but she's not doing well. I'm like, what? So, I didn't take everything as seriously as I should have, and we didn't know how serious of a condition it was. We thought she was just going to, be sick and get through it. We called the emergency vet. There's a 24/7 emergency vet that's about 40 minutes from our house. So we threw her in her car at 3 o'clock in the morning. We're heading over there. We got there. It was about 3:15. We got there about 4 o'clock, right? And here again, I tell you this because time is of the essence. we didn't know how severe it was. And, by like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, didn't think anything much of it. If we would have reacted then, the outcomes could have been much better, I think. But because we didn't know and hadn't experienced this before, we didn't know how severe the situation was. So we get there and the doctor's comes in, says, she's got this. I'm like, okay. They took her, sent her to another room, left our dog in the other room, Riley, and explained to us what was going on, and it needs surgery. If you want her to survive, she's going to have surgery, blah, blah, blah. Gave us the cost of it and stuff. We said, do it. Get it done. So we went back in there to say goodbye to Riley for a little bit, because here again, we want to make sure everything's okay. And she goes, the doctor's like, we need to get busy now. I'm like, we're out of here. We're gone. So we went back home, fell asleep. Doing my best to get through this. My wife woke up. We missed a call. Trying to stay composed here, folks. Missed a call at 7 o'clock, and my wife answered her phone or called back, and she missed a call about an hour earlier. Well, they got in there, they did the surgery, and they said there was so much damage to the blood vessels in the stomach and the spleen area that there was they got everything back in place, but the damage was so extensive by that time because that blood supply, like I talked about at the beginning, 1 to 2 hours. I mean, that's a short amount of time, and 1 to 2 hours is to get the survival rate up at, what did I say here, 80 to 90%. So we're already at a 10% to 20% chance we could lose her at that point. So since they said that there was so much damage done that they didn't think she was going to be able to survive at all. There was just too much internal damage had already occurred, because there again, when the symptoms really started being kind of not obvious, but when we start thinking back on it from 6 o'clock or 6 to 6:30 the day before until 4 a.m., that's a lot of hours had transpired at that time. And yeah, she wasn't acting real comfortable, but there again, we've had our dogs be a little, not feeling well, then a few hours later or the next day, they're back to normal. So, and like I said, on all the years that we've had dogs, this is the first time this has ever happened. And they said they had to, since she was still alive, but she wasn't going to survive the next, 48 to 72 hours. They said it was just too much damage to overcome. And keep in mind, Riley was, we looked at her record. She was 8 3/4 years old. She would have been 9 years old this coming May. So she wasn't a young dog, but for poodles that can live 14, 15 years, she wasn't, crazy old either. But she was a tough old girl and brought a lot of joy to our lives. And they ended up having to euthanize her. Which was the humane thing to do. So, did you guys know I followed our channel for a while? That Mercury and Lucy and Faye has been catching a lot of spotlights over the past 6 months or so, because Mercury likes to catch the frisbee, and Lucy does too. And Faye is relatively new, and you guys have been watching because you see her puppies. Those are Merc's babies, Merc and Faye's babies. And there again, Riley was Merc's mom. She had him when she was about 2.5 years old ish. Yeah, a little over about 2 3/4 years old, basically. Because Mercury was born 5 years ago in January, so he's 5 years old. And Faye here is about 1.5 years old. So I thought I'd take the time and share that with you. I'm going to show you a little family tree, something a little happier than what I've been talking about. So if we go back and look at our pups that we've had over the last, 7, 8, 9 years, we had a dog named Ella. She was a standard poodle. We lost her last year in 2025. We lost her. Whoops. But then the rest of these dogs are all related. So we had Riley. Whoops. She was the mom. And we have Oliver. Oliver was about 1.5 years younger than Riley. We got Oliver when we decided we were going to try to, here again, we were being people that, we love dogs. We've always loved dogs. But we were trying to create some doodles. And we were looking for a male golden retriever at the time. And we had trouble finding one. Not that it was urgent that we found one, but we just knew we wanted a golden retriever dog. Well, a buddy of mine at work, he had one. And we were going to try to breed him with her without, just borrow his dog, so to speak. Well, it turns out, and his dog's name was Oliver. Wonderful dog, beautiful dog. And that didn't work out. We missed our opportunity. And so we started looking for our own dog at the moment. And we ended up finding, let's call him Oliver 2.0. We found another golden, or another standard poodle, because we talked to my wife and I'm like, we've had such good luck with standard poodles with their personalities and their temperament and stuff. Why wouldn't we just stay the course? Well, Ella up here we always called her Mama, because she was the oldest of the pack. She passed away. She was 14 years old when we lost her last year. Solid dog, and we always called her Mama. And so then we got Oliver, and then Oliver, they had a litter together, and they had 8 puppies. She had 8 puppies total, and I'm just going to say 7 survived. We lost one because we weren't home when she started having puppies. She had one in the basement that was laying on the floor. It had died because she was still a first-time mom, and I think we weren't there to comfort her. We got there. She'd already had 3 more upstairs, so we had 7 of them. And one was a brown one, and the other 6 were black. Well, the dogs that we keep track of all of them that we have had. One of these was Mercury that you see catching all the frisbees, if I could spell. And the other one is his sister, Lucy. So that's who we have right here, right? So let's go ahead. So now you know a little bit of history there. And she did have a second litter that had 4 pups. Similar situation, but not quite the same, but 3 survived. So there was 3 black ones. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 black ones, 1 brown. And have you seen Lucy? Golly, I can't talk and write at the same time. If you've seen Lucy, like you saw earlier in this video, she is not brown anymore. She's completely changed into like almost a, I don't even know what color you'd call her, silverish something. I call her like the ghost dog, because at night, low light situations, she looks ghostly walking around the yard with her color. So we do know out of the second litter, one of the black ones went to my sister-in-law, and his name is Jack. And my sister-in-law comes over to visit regularly. She brings Jack with him, and the dogs play together. And Jack's he's a big dog like Mercury. He's the same size as Mercury. What's funny is you see Riley and Oliver, and they were always thinner. They were tall, but they were really thin dogs, real thin-chested and stuff. But all of their offspring were a little bit thicker, a little bit meatier, a little less deep-chested, a little wider. So hopefully there's none of this things we experienced with Riley. So then, if we come on down here, we take Mercury as part of the family tree, bring Mercury on down here. And now we have Mercury and Faye. So Faye, as you guys have been watching, I'll get you down here a little closer here, see if I can get this adjusted. Faye and Mercury have had 9 puppies now. And you've been watching these all along, so that here you already know that we have some of them have names. We got one that's going to be called Bourbon, maybe. We got one named Whiskey, for sure, and another one named Raven. That's if I can talk the boss into us keeping 3 of these. And then we got another one that's going to be Jill. So we've got 4 of the 5 dogs are basically spoken for at this time. Now Bourbon's going to be a female, Whiskey's a male, Raven's a female, and Jill's a female. So that's the little family tree, as it were. And so, you know, one of my biggest reasons we ended up with Faye is we were down in South Carolina on vacation, and we were talking about getting another puppy or getting another dog. A girlfriend for Mercury, as it was, because Mercury's been such an awesome dog, and the bloodline has been such a good bloodline. Now, these aren't AKC registered poodles, but we did send the DNA off for Mercury and Faye and found out they were 100% standard poodle according to their DNA. So yeah, they're not registered puppies, but we do know they're 100% standard poodles. So that means mom and dad are standard poodles for sure. And then so is Lucy. There again, it kind of, by doing those 2 DNAs, we tied the whole family together as 100% standard poodle. Now, as you see, our poodles, they're not cut with their primpy little poodle cuts. They're just dogs, and we shave them, and the hair goes out, and we shave them again. And sometimes we'll leave a little top knot up there in their longer ears because it's cute looking. Now, the other thing we didn't do with this litter is we did not dock the tails, because I'm really curious, without docking the tails, will somebody be able to tell me they're not a standard poodle versus a doodle of some sort, whether it's a Labradoodle or a Golden Doodle mix, because there again, the long tails, the short tail kind of gives it away, but all the doodles, they always leave the tails long. Alrighty, so that's all I have. So Riley's gonna be sorely missed, so terribly missed. She was such an awesome dog for so many years for us. So was Ella. And so now we're down to 4 dogs in the house. And some people might ask, that's a lot of dogs. No, it's not. These dogs don't take up a lot of space. They have so much love to give, and they're always happy to see you, and they're always willing to go outside and play. You're your dog's hero. They want to be the person they expect you to be, is what I'm trying to say, and be good to them, because they're, again, dogs. If we all live like dogs do, where every day is an adventure, every day is excitement, everything they do is energetic, that's a great way to live. It's just sad that they live, let's call it, such short lives compared to us. But with that being said, folks, I know most of you probably don't enjoy this information, but I just felt like I've been thinking about it all day, ever since yesterday morning. Actually, been thinking about how I'm gonna do another puppy video and not bring this up. I could just, there again, hopefully with what I've printed out and told you, is something some of you can look out for. And quite frankly, the surgery is very expensive, and we still approved it. It didn't turn out the way I wanted to, so they didn't charge us the full price, obviously. But at least if you know it soon enough, and you know about what's going on and the cost you're experiencing, a cost that you could expect to pay, I don't like to see any animal suffer. So maybe your decision, and it's not a bad decision either, because you're going to put your dog through a whole lot, and hopefully they do well. But let's not let them suffer any more than they have to, and do the best and what's in the best interest for your pup. So, all right, folks, enjoy the puppies at the end here. They're sweetest little things. They're growing so big. They're all well over a pound. They've almost all gained a pound since birth. Another 2 or 3 days, they will be a full pound heavier than when they were born. And their eyes are starting to open. They're starting to get up on their little legs a little more. And it's going to get real busy from this point on in our household. Like I said, we got the whelping pen that we can expand out to 8 feet and possibly even 12 feet. And we're going to move them to our living room. And believe you me, excuse me. And believe you me, none of our, about to lose my voice again. Believe you me, none of these puppies are puppy mill puppies. These are puppies that are well taken care of. Not in a barn somewhere. They're in our house. They're a part of the family just like any other member would be. and they're getting coddled pretty well, and they turn out to be really good dogs, and they get introduced to people pretty early on with myself and my wife. Plus, the family comes over and they're picking them up and holding them. So they're going to be very well socialized dogs. And before it's all said and done, they'll be out in the yard with the cats. And all our dogs don't do anything to hurt cats. They're all get along with our yard cats and everything just fine. Our cats still run and dogs still chase, but they don't hurt them. So it's just their instinct to pursue something that's running from them. All right, enjoy the rest of the video. Enjoy the puppies, whatever they're doing. I haven't even watched this part by the time I recorded this. I haven't watched the last part, but enjoy the relaxing pictures and a video of the pups here. And we'll see you on the next video if I'm lucky. This is Michael saying, if it ain't broke, fix it till it is. And be good to one another, folks. Bye.